Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Art, channeling messages from Spirit, Infinite Gratitude. To all my Taurus placements, we're going to channel your energy today and see what's going on with you guys, Infinite Gratitude, Spirit. Any and all messages for my Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Major transformation, a shift. Something wasn't working out. There was a transformation that was required to take place. Something was meant to happen. Some sort of death and rebirth was destined to happen. Something was meant to happen. I see a plot twist, or I see a change in direction. So I feel like, Taurus, you could have been on a path or thinking that you were meant to do something, be somewhere, be some person, and then Spirit allowed some sort of death and rebirth to take place in your life, and it's like putting you on a course change. So you're changing courses here. I see you like putting down something that you were doing and then like choosing another path for yourself, or the path that Spirit chose for you. Because I feel like Spirit led this whole transformation, and Spirit was directing your course change here. So you were going where you felt called to go. You were kind of like doing what you thought was right, and then you decided to do what you felt called to do, I guess. What fulfilled you emotionally. Something is very fulfilling. Some sort of transformation, some sort of change is bringing you a lot of fulfillment romantically, emotionally. You could just be tapping into your self-love or just unconditional love frequency. And it's because you had this change, this shift, this death and rebirth, this transformation. There was a plot twist. There was some sort of course change, and you're headed straight towards fulfillment. I feel like you took off in another direction, and you're like running into abundance. Like you were going somewhere, you were going in one direction and it wasn't getting you anywhere. Spirit changed your course, and then you ran like right directly into abundance. Some sort of emotional fulfillment. Some level of unconditional love frequency. Like you found yourself. I feel like Spirit had some sort of rebirth happen, and you like just found yourself or found something very valuable along the way. Like you were on this journey and you like uncovered something very valuable, or you discovered something very valuable. Some sort of abundance, fulfillment. Oh yeah. I feel like you have the words to say how you feel about a situation, or you know like how you feel about a situation. You know that like if you were to say something, or if you were to say something, it would have an impact, or you would get the results that you want, or you would be received well. You uncovered some sort of abundance, some sort of valuable fulfillment. You feel really powerful. You feel like your words have so much power. Your experience here, because of this journey that you've been on, you went through this death and this rebirth. You accepted the path that Spirit put you on. You ran directly into some sort of like unconditional love or some sort of abundance. And then all of a sudden, like your words have so much power because of your experience. I feel like in a short span of time, you went through something very either tragic or just something that gave you a lot of perspective. So you earned wisdom. You earned like the right to talk here with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups. It's like I see you like you have the right to talk, or you have room to talk, Taurus. this journey that you've been on and the unique experience that you've had gives you the right to talk about some certain like topics or subjects. Like you've just had personal up close experience in something with something. It gives you room to talk, give advice, share your opinion, your thoughts. Like you have a valuable perspective, Taurus, because of what you went through and because of the unique journey that you've been on and the transformation that you've undergone. It gives you this, either you have a platform, you might actually like be an advocate or some sort of community leader. You have room to talk, or you have room to talk, or you are like respected. What you have to say is respected, and you are like heard when you speak. People listen to you, especially because of your experience here, Taurus. You have a very unique experience, and I feel like it happened in a short span of time. It happened like within changing course. You ran into something huge or something big. Like you switched your path and you like went one direction, you changed directions, and you ran into something huge. Like as soon as you took off in that other direction, you ran into something huge. You learned something really, really valuable, and Spirit is confirming that you learned something valuable. Like you learned a very valuable lesson. You've seen something that most people don't normally see, or you ventured out somewhere that people don't usually go. And it's like when you return back to your community or your tribe, or however you want to put it, it's like you have this unique experience to offer. Like people want to know about like what did you see, what did you experience, what did you learn, and if you were to share, you would be respected for that. And you know that what you saw, what you came into, what you ran into is like something that people want to hear about, or something that other people would be curious to know. And you have like this eyewitness perspective. Like your perspective is like really valuable in regards to this experience, this journey. So I see you holding back. I see you not sharing as much as you could, or not saying as much as you could about what you saw, what you went through, or what you learned, because it would put something to an end. It would put an end to something. It would put a stop to something. You don't want to be a Debbie Downer, or you don't want to be the one to say it. This is so interesting, Taurus. You're not lying, though. The thing is, you have a unique experience, Taurus. You went through something very, um, I want to call it, it could have been rare, or you have a unique experience. You have a unique experience, you have a unique journey, you have a valuable perspective on something, but you're keeping certain things to yourself, or you're keeping what you've learned to yourself because you don't want to cause like any sort of chaos. And also, I see here you're very private. And it's not a secret. Whatever it is that you're keeping to yourself isn't a secret, it's just private. I see you holding on to something personal about you and your unique journey. I don't know what happened when you were in this place, when you were like changing courses, what you came across, what you were introduced to, what you were exposed to. But I see you definitely saying, this is mine, this is for me, I earned this, I deserve this after, the plot twists and the transformation and the death and the rebirth. You're definitely like taking ownership of all the valuable lessons that you learned and the abundance that you acquired on your journey. You're keeping certain things to yourself. You're being very private about yourself. You're being personal about yourself, and I see this chaos outside of you. I feel like you caused like quite a bit of chaos, Taurus. You could have like caused some sort of commotion. The experience you had caused some sort of commotion. You could have had a unique experience, and then there was just like a lot of talk about it. You could have been the topic of conversation because you had a unique experience, because you came into this kind of abundance. It's like you became like a topic of conversation, or your situation became like a topic of conversation, and there was like a lot of opinions about what happened, why it happened. And I see you, Taurus, like keeping things to yourself because you're personal and you're private. And I see it's almost like you're at peace with the situation, or you're at peace with what you have learned, but there's this chaos outside of you. There's this just chaos outside of you of like opinionated people just like talking about whatever unique experience you had. You had a unique experience, and it's like the topic of conversation. And I see you just like keeping things to yourself, being private and personal, but your business is like getting talked about, or the situation is getting talked about, or people have opinions about the situation. And I don't know if it's like personal, private, your business, like you don't want other people to know. I see you like okay, at peace, but there's like a people with opinions that would disturb your peace. So I feel like that's a part of the reason why you're keeping things to yourself. And being just very private is because you don't want other people's opinions being thrown in the mix and creating chaos. Like, there is no need for you to speak on something. Like, I don't see you being called to speak on something. Like, what was said, or what's understood doesn't have to be explained. It's over. It's over with. It's like it's done. It's over with. There's something that's like completed. Some sort of truth was shared, expressed. Something is just kind of over with. There is no secrets. There is no deception. You're not hiding. That's what I really want to like. What I really want you to take away from this reading is that, Taurus, whatever unique experience you had, you can keep that to yourself. You don't have to talk about it, or you don't have to become an advocate if you don't want to. You don't have to speak on this issue with a platform, or not. It's something that you can keep private and personal. Something is completed. Like, it's up to you if you want to share this abundance, this lesson. This is for you. This is 100% for you. Like, you sought this information out. You took the steps necessary to come into this abundance, and I see you just like owning that value and not having to share or put other people on. It's like you're gonna have to like learn on your own. Like, the way you're looking at the situation is like you had to like learn on your own, and somebody else would have to learn on their own the way you did. You're not just gonna like share too much. But there's heavy opinions about your situation. I feel like you're not like putting yourself out there like that, but there are opinions about your situation. It is known about, and there is like opinions. But you're not hiding. You're not hiding anything. You're not being secretive. I don't think you're ashamed of anything. You're not doing what you know you don't have to do. There's things that you just don't have to do and you're not going to do. Yeah, the situation is complete. There's something complete about the situation. What was said was said. Something is over with. Something is like established. Like you've established yourself or you've made yourself clear and there is nothing else to talk there's nothing else to talk about. You're not hiding, you're not ashamed, it's not a secret. All these opinions don't really matter to you. Like you know enough, you've learned valuable lessons, you know exactly like what it is that you have, what it is that you're doing, why. And I see you like owning it because it's yours, you earned it. So what I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that there's something that's completed, over with, done as far as these opinions that other people have about a particular unique experience that you had. It's almost like it doesn't matter what anyone thinks because you have the right, like you have like rights or something. It's giving like you have rights. You have room to speak. You have this unique experience. Your perspective is valuable. You have like some sort of platform. Um, you're free to share or keep things to yourself. It's up to you. You have like rights, Taurus, where like if you want to speak on this issue, this topic, like you have the right because you have this unique experience, but you can also be private and keep things personal if you um like you have like this right, and anything outside of that doesn't matter. It's just like the opinions and things like that just don't matter. You're not doing anything wrong, Taurus. You're not doing anything wrong by keeping things to yourself, being personal, being private. um you're not doing anything wrong. There's more work to be done. Like you don't have to explain yourself either. But what I am getting here is that there's more work to be done. And with the two of coins here, I feel like you know exactly like what it is that you need to work on, Taurus. You're still on this journey. You did come into like this abundance, this fulfillment. You learned like valuable lessons. Like you ran straight into some valuable lesson, a valuable, unique experience that puts you in a position of power, that puts you in a respectable position, like an honorable position. And there's more work to be done. And you know what that is. With the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Two of Coins in upright position, I just feel like there's more work to be done in a certain area in your life. You could be a mother, or you could, because I'm getting like a very motherly energy off of the reading, or you could just be a feminine. There might be children involved. And I feel like you're focused on your family here. I feel like there's more work to be done. You're trying to create something for your family for generations to come. You're trying to build something. I see you just focusing on what matters to you the most. I see you just paying attention to what really needs your attention, what requires your attention. I see you just prioritizing your life accordingly to like what really matters to you, what needs your attention the most. I feel like you could be feeling pulled in all sorts of directions. Because Taurus, you went through a very unique experience. I feel like people really look to you for advice, guidance, insight onto situations that they're going through because of your unique experience. It gives you this perspective that is very valuable. But you have the right to keep things private, to be personal, to prioritize your needs appropriately. I feel like people are pulling you at every which angle, wanting your energy, your insight, wanting you to like pray over them, speak on the situation. I don't know what service you do, Taurus, but I feel like you could feel pulled in different directions because you had this unique experience and it gives you this perspective. It's like people feel like they need you, or people feel like you have to lead or guide or do something, and then you're just like prioritizing your needs, Taurus. I see you withholding some of your gifts or withholding some of your value, keeping things to yourself because number one, you have every right to do that, and you also have these priorities. You also have to make sure that your needs and wants are met, that your family is taken care of, and you're just prioritizing those things above the opinions of people outside of you. There's different opinions too, and that's the thing. I'm picking up on it because I feel like it needs to be expressed or addressed. There's negative opinions and there's positive opinions. There's people who think that you have great insight, that you have great perspective. They want to hear from you. They want you to talk on this subject. They want you to be an advocate. They want you to be a voice. They want you to express your story. They want you to tell your experiences. And it's like you're choosing to keep things to yourself because you want to make sure that your priorities are in order. And there's also people who have negative opinions who are demanding your time, your attention, demanding that you share certain things, feeling like you owe them, and have a problem with you being private, um, feeling entitled to your information, feeling entitled to your experiences. And you know that you have every right to keep certain things private. And it's important to you and necessary that you prioritize your life accordingly. And you have every right to do that. And I see you doing that. So that's awesome, Taurus. Again, just remember that if you want to share, you can. If you want to keep certain things personal and private, you have every right to do so. So with that being said, there goes your reading, Taurus placements. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.